Perfect.
Double up.
Champion!
Top of the morning to you, brother.
Hey! Let's do it!
Oh man, we in the his out, man. Mr. Goodness Uche, man. This man woke up before us, sir. Listen, it was a fluke, man. You were lucky. We were always up ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Mr. Goodness Uche, thank you for tuning in, sir. Hope all is well. Crypto Warriors, Stack Nation, welcome back. Top of the morning to each and every one of you. We hope your Monday is going to be absolutely blasting with greatness and all the other things that comes with Monday.
Goodness.
Exactly. Well then, we're just gonna give it a few moments here and let some others join in, and we'll kick it off with some Bitcoin TA, and then we have some other updates of the general crypto market.
Yes, sir. That's
Excited
it. In the
for
bear
it.
market, you accumulate.
You know, is there
Are we
anything else
at the
to do?
beginnings of a bull market? That is the question.
You know, that is a very good question. I wonder if we are. Might be a fake out, but it is what it is. Right?
Hey. We have some levels, man. We got some levels that we got to cross for us to know that it's not a fake out. We definitely know that the rumors of people selling out at 21K is there. And
Right.
we are currently sitting at that resistance area. But, we'll see what happens. Let me go ahead and start the show, man. Let's get this started.
Absolutely. Let's get going, brother.
Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and start off with Bitcoin. So if you can see here, we have a triple bottom, those three yellows there, pump one, pump two heads over there, and we have this major resistance level right there. We surpassed that, and we had this red line here. This big red line at the bottom was the big support line that we drew. They were like, 19K. I think that is that level, man. It's been bouncing off that forever. If it fails that majorly, we're in trouble, but it's been holding it. So if you're out there waiting for 10K, 3K, 8K, whatever,
Keep waiting.
we don't think that might happen, but we'll see what King
never
of
give up,
Fiat
man.
say.
Never give up, bro. It can happen. Never give up.
Accumulation period, man. Accumulate all you can. King of Fiat might be saying a bunch of mess on Wednesday, so we don't know yet. That said, though, we have crossed that line. That symmetrical triangle right there around 19,700, and we've passed the first resistance level, if you want to look at the fib levels, and we've crossed the zero fib level. As you can see, that 21K period is what we're trying to get over right now. These candles look really good, strong. It's holding up pretty well. So we had to cross these levels. This is the last level for us to cross here, for us to know that we're going through a bull. We're going to be entering the bull market. So we're still kind of in the bearish market, but it's good that the 8-day has crossed the 20-day and the 34-day moving average. Great. The 200-day moving average is all the way at 26K up here, right? And this major line right here is 28K. It's going to take us a while to get back to that level, but, Bitcoin looking good, man.
Absolutely.
At the moment. Yeah.
At the moment, it's looking good. And I think what is looking even better on Bitcoin is just how much interaction, activity, right? Transactions that are happening on the network. We see, especially like we did another video about just remittances, right?
Yeah.
And in Nigeria as well.
Yep.
How much activity is happening on the Bitcoin network itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely incredible. We'll read some comments here and then we'll keep it pushing. We have London. What's that?
I do want to show some other charts though, real quick. I'm just going to run through them real quick. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let me just, we only have one comment, so I'll read that and then we can go for the other charts. So Landon says, yo, good morning to you, Landon. Just saying, good morning there.
He said,
also,
yo!
Oh, I did not know. There's an extra O there. I'll also point out our title is incorrect on the Gentleman of Crypto's channel, but we're working on that.
Thumbnail is wrong and everything.
So we're gonna sort that out before the next show for sure. So we do apologize for that. I know because it's a bit misleading right now. Carry on, sir.
All right, SPY. Trying to copy Bitcoin, but we all know Bitcoin is a better investment than SPY. But we have that double bottom there with SPY. SPY trying to make that same move as well. If you're out there trading SPY in this bear market, good luck to you. But yeah, SPY looking strong as well. Crossing that line, staying strong. We have a couple more. We have a lot of resistance in SPY. You can see all the different lines there. But we'll see what happens with SPY. Doge has been pumping lately, yo. I trade Doge. I'm not a Doge fanatic, but there's money to be made in Doge. If you want to be an investor out there or a trader. 8 and 20 day, 8, 20 and 34 day crossed and it went crazy. Crossed so strongly that it even went for the 200 day moving average. So right now, Doge is currently in a bull market ahead of everybody else. By the way, Doge just surpassed Cardano. Interesting stuff. You can zoom in a little bit to see what's going on the 1 hour chart or the 4 hour chart. But it's looking like a good trade. This candle is strong enough to overcome this, even though this one was bearish. But that's Doge over there. RSI though, RSI is overbought, so be careful. Shiba, man, I keep telling y'all, I am going to buy that Cybertruck. I'm not giving up. Cybertruck coming.
Yo, I'm glad you're going for the Cybertruck because it's a truck that doesn't even exist yet. And if you look at Elon's track record, you're going to get that truck in 2060, my boy. Carry on.
Cybertruck on the way. So yeah, we crossed that 200 day moving average. We came right back down. We're getting beat down right now, but hey, shiver. Who knows? Right. That's it, yo. That's it. I'm done.
There we go. Listen, Landon DePaul said we're about to be sideways forever. I think that's referring to Bitcoin. I'm okay with being sideways forever because it gives me time to accumulate.
Yes,
and especially considering now that the banks are acting very shady, man. Seeming like they're wanting to further restrict people's withdrawals from their accounts. It's an interesting one. I don't know. I sent you the message this morning when Bank of America sent me the message saying that they were going to be restricting my account because of suspicious activity. There is no suspicious activity on my account.
You suddenly never use the account.
Exactly. But you know that if you've been following the news, you know that banks and liquidity is a shady situation at this point in time. So something to consider. Let's jump into some of the market updates here. I'm going to share my screen. Horribly unprepared, man. What am I doing? Jesus
Come on,
Christ,
it's Monday morning.
I'm usually the king of Mondays, but maybe you caught me sleeping for a second this morning. Listen, Terra co-founder Do Kwon faces a $57 million class action lawsuit in Singapore. As you might remember, Terra Luna, is supposed to be a stable coin, and earlier this year, we saw Terra Luna absolutely crash. Right, a stable coin that's supposed to be pegged to the dollar, I believe, right? 1-to-1 activity.
1-for-1. The same.
And in the process of breaking this peg, we saw Terra Luna, lost over $14 billion.
40 B.
$40 billion, right, of investors' funds. wiped out, gone. And you know, of course, we also had other institutions that had to file for bankruptcy because they were unreasonably leveraged,
Over leveraged.
over leveraged, right, within the space.
Holding your crypto for you, by the way.
Exactly, right, the experts. And you know, now this guy is facing multiple lawsuits over this thing, and of course, the SEC as well is also investigating him. Now, I know you probably have, you know, and I'm looking forward to hear your take on this, but this might be maybe not so much of a famous opinion on this situation, but I don't think they should be suing him, man. I think they should leave him alone. And this is why I say that. This is the crypto space, and I think everyone who invests in it, right, has to understand the risk, right? When you hear people say, you know, this is not financial advice all the time, right? And people still take on whatever it is that that person is talking about. We all understand that there's not been regulations in the crypto space. We all understand that there is no insurance on your money in the crypto space. So you invest and you're accepting the risk that comes with it. And everyone acts like they understand that until something goes wrong. And this is one of those situations. Now that something has gone wrong, right, should he really be getting sued for it when everyone decided to take their own risk?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but if a lawyer was to say you were misrepresenting, you said it was dollar to dollar, dollar to whatever stable coin period, and
Right.
boom, everything goes crashing down to the point that you took out major investment firms like Celsius, Voyager, and Three Arrows Capital, whatever. It goes back. Even the banks that say that they have you insured, they can only insure you to as much as $250K. So is that really insurance if you have $1 million in there? Yeah, in a way you're right. But at the end of the day, man, Do Kwon, give me back my money.
Hey, you know, I think it's fair to ask for your money back, but at the same time, it's equally fair that you may not get your money back. You know,
You
what
know
do you
what's
guys
not
think?
fair?
Let us know in the comments.
But you know what's not fair though?
What's that?
The fact that the regulators are not using USD as their baseline for regulation. We always say Bitcoin is better than stablecoins. Why do we need all this extra stuff? You know, stablecoin, yeah, they're gonna promise you all this DeFi return on investment, you know, interest, whatever. But you saw what happened, man. I got wiped out. I'm sure several people out there got wiped out too as well.
Absolutely. Got wiped out, but it wasn't too major. Now, moving on here. One interesting thing as well that is happening here, and this is something we've spoken about. This is Vitalik, Ethereum, and of course, that whole ecosystem. This is from Decrypt here. So Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin, right, is saying that the crypto industry shouldn't be too enthusiastic about pursuing institutional capital. Sounds like they should not be going after, what would you say, investment companies to invest. What would you say, VC funds?
Yeah,
to
VC
invest
firms,
in the projects,
big banks.
right? And so I think one of the things he's also complaining about is the regulations. As we know, Sam Bankman-Fried took it upon himself to draft up something, which fine, man, whatever, anyone can do that.
FTX,
But-
baby.
Exactly. And, you know, a lot of people push back against that. What are your thoughts on this one? Given that Ethereum is in many ways built the same way, institutional money.
Here are my thoughts. It's very simple. I will just read right from this article. It's exactly what I was thinking.
Right.
Regulations could make crypto more palatable to mainstream financial institutions and legitimize cryptocurrencies as an asset class. That is true, right? That is what they want. But new rules and policies could also alter the industry's DNA. Particularly as it relates to the principles like censorship, resistance, and decentralization. How many times have we said Ethereum is not decentralized? That's exactly what's going to happen because, yes, it's one thing to legitimize cryptocurrency, but it's another to lose your privacy and now be fully centralized because now they track every single thing.
Absolutely.
But
Well,
now
I
this
think-
guy
I
has
think-
gone.
When it comes to decentralization, I think that's already out the window. So I'm not really sure what they're referring to in this case.
You know, DeFi trying to enforce KYC. You know, those kind of drama.
Yeah, but that really makes it not decentralized.
Hey, that's
So,
what's going on
yeah.
that's what's going on in the Ethereum space.
Ethereum space, yeah. Absolutely. So interesting situation there. I think at this point in time, Ethereum is already centralized. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah.
I think we just have to treat it as is. There has to be regulations around it. It's one of those things that on multiple occasions we've spoken about it, and I believe it that there has to be some regulation around the Ethereum ecosystem. But when we're still referring to it as decentralized, this is the part that keeps blowing my mind about this thing, because all of these guys will use this word decentralized, and maybe I'm just missing something. But
It's okay. It's okay for you to admit that it's the internet of the cloud, or the cloud
Yeah.
on the internet, and it's a technology that we know it's a blockchain. It's a solution, but
Yeah.
let's just tell the truth. The technology works. We're not saying it's not working. It's not going to make things efficient. We're just saying don't lie to the people.
yeah, well, anything built on lies will always come down crashing at some point in time. By the way, this is the how would you say the draft of regulations that Sam Bankman-Fried put in place. I think some of the things he said in there was to make sure that there is the exchanges and some of the other validators and things like that should all register with the SEC as what would you say? Is it? I think it's registered as exchanges or something like that to get
Yep.
essentially regulated, which is absolutely, I mean, it would make sense given that the sector is not decentralized. So they can, because you can't necessarily ask Bitcoin to go register with the SEC, or someone running a
Get the
Bitcoin
CEO.
node to go register with the SEC. I mean, they could try
Yeah.
in the future, but given that it's a global asset, you can run a node outside of the United States and it's still, gonna keep rolling.
But I know this is technology. Since when do I have to go and register my USB drive?
Absolutely. That is another thing that is a major discussion at this point in time, because code is speech,
Yeah.
right? And so to be asking people to register their code is now unusual. So
Yep.
definitely things that need to be looked over as we keep pushing on. Shall we take some comments before we move on to the final two articles we have here?
Let's look at
Absolutely. Let's see. Randall McMurphy.
McMurphy. Yeah.
McMurphy. I like that, man. McMurphy.
Yeah.
That's strong, We're about to be no, wrong comment. Hey, is this the Bitcoin channel? It is the Bitcoin channel, but our channel is our title is wrong. So we'll be correcting that before the next show. Absolutely.
I mean, the gentleman of crypto covers everything crypto, but we
Yeah, it's
like to
everything.
talk about Bitcoin.
I mean Bitcoin is the
We'll
king
cover
of all,
everything. Yeah,
Bitcoin is the king
you
of
know.
all cryptocurrencies, so
Yeah.
I think we're in the right place.
Yeah.
Let's see. BK Crypto in the house, man. The one and only champion. This man is
Yeah.
absolutely
Always.
incredible.
Are they?
Boom.
Yeah.
Nothing is really decentralized, even Bitcoin. I agree. I see where you're coming from. It's all on a sliding scale, right? There are things that are extremely centralized and things that are less centralized or more decentralized, if you will.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin is on the more decentralized side of things. So
Yeah, you're right. Especially with all the
There is that.
miners, man. Yeah, you can
Exactly.
argue about the miners being very centralized.
true, but at the same time, even if the miners were, all like, you have to be 51% attack, pretty much. Like
Which is not gonna
51% of the mining power to really
Yeah.
do anything. So
Yeah.
until that happens, that effort is, I think there's a website that shows how much it would cost to carry out a 51% attack as time goes by. So, but you're definitely right about that, BK Crypto. And he says, we're back. Yeah, man, we've always been here. I think what happened was our last show, the title was incorrect. So we're working with the guys to
It's still
get that sorted
incorrect.
out. Exactly. We're working with the guys to get that sorted out. No worries there. Double O, the next topic here. Of course,
stuff.
I know
Yeah.
you're the Doge master. So Dogecoin leaps 94% in weekly gains. Jeez, I can't
Yeah.
read this morning. Following Elon's Twitter acquisition. What's happening here?
Dude, way back in April,
Right.
Elon Musk talked about the possibilities of what would happen with Twitter and possibly using Doge as a remittance solution on Twitter, a currency on Twitter, and everybody was like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And then months later, he finally buys Twitter, and I was like, "Whoa, this is about to really happen." But then there's also the Bitcoiners out there that says, "Hey, but Elon also likes Bitcoin." Could this also be a good, catalyst for Bitcoin pumping up? Because now you have what, 5 million, 50 million? I'm not sure how many users you got on Twitter. Access to transfer not just information but currency across the globe. This is really good. And then they're also currently working on a wallet. The prototype is out already, and some people are already testing it. And I've been telling folks, man, Doge is not a meme coin anymore. It's a freaking DeFi solution. Again, I love Bitcoin, but it's all about the blockchain technology and whatever you want to use it for. So it now has a platform to really use its Doges. Hey,
well,
what's your
I'm
strategy
looking forward
on
to
Doge?
it. I think, the cool thing is, I think Jack as well is working on a Bitcoin wallet for Twitter. So I'm also very excited about that.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what Elon does with the platform. There's been a lot of hype with him taking over. Yeah. And I hope he can actually achieve those things that we all envision that Twitter should be. Yeah. Right? Minus the bots and so on and so forth. Yeah. And of course, as we know, this adoption is nonstop. And we can now see that some of these institutions that were essentially ignoring this crypto growth, right, or the crypto space overall, are now jumping on board. We did another video talking about remittances and how much remittances are happening on the Bitcoin network, even using, especially now that Lightning is here. It's absolutely incredible, right? Final settlement within seconds, instant. We see Visa, PayPal, Western Union, which is the main offender here, amongst a full flurry of crypto trademark, it's amongst the companies that are filing for a crypto trademark situation in the United States. What a combination for that sentence. That is really interesting how they designed it. But let me carry on. But anyway, so all of these companies now filing for crypto trademarks, right? And trying to hop on the crypto bandwagon as well. They're all crypto companies now. And I think this is also one of those reasons why they keep pushing for the regulations, right? Which I think it's fine as long as it protects the investors. It is necessary. This way we can maybe stop some of this insanity that is going on with the hacks and scams and things like that in the crypto space. We just cannot call it decentralized, is my only point. Go ahead.
It's my concern. People need to understand that they don't really need these organizations. That's what crypto really is. You can bank yourself. You don't need a middleman anymore. But they will always find a way to say, hey, you can trust us with all your currencies. You can trust us with all your money. Put it with us, we'll do it for you. Whereas you can really do it. My concern, though, is that with these big dinosaurs waking up all of a sudden, they can lobby government to just give them and them only full access and control and then kick the rest of us out. So these guys are talking about creating digital wallets. You keep hearing digital wallets. Oh, they're going to get into the metaverse. They're going to have their own wallet. They're going to have McDonald's is going to have its own wallet. Western Union is going to have its own wallet. Visa wants to have its own wallet. What that all equals to is that they want to be the DeFi, the bank, and they want to be the one moving the money for you instead of you just easily just saying, hey, Johnny, I want to transfer you $500. Yeah, it goes to $500 without them. This is the challenge. So the continue education to inform people that, hey, you can do this by yourself. You don't need a centralized institution. I mean, they might not make as much money as they're making now, but they'll still make money through some kind of either marketing campaign or transaction fee that they will hide in there. I mean, a 0.001 fee of 10 million people is still a lot of money at the end of the day. So that's just my concern. It's good that they're getting in and the adoption is going in, but too fast, too soon, full control and access to your government, to your leaders, it's a big concern, especially in Nigeria. United failed. Now they're doing some new paper money. You know the amount of people that live in Nigeria.
I know. Apparently,
Billions.
they're going to be releasing new banknotes to try to combat fraud. I don't know how releasing new banknotes will combat fraud, but I don't think they even try to make sense anymore. They just try to do whatever they can to maintain power.
Yep.
Well, listen, we are out of time here. This was exciting. We hope this was also informative for everyone out there. Let us know in the comments some things you would like to see us cover, and we'll definitely put together a video for it, and maybe we'll come out here and share it, especially on Thursdays. We have another video dropping on Thursdays on this channel, right?
Yep.
Final thoughts double O before we close this one out.
Ship is pumping. It's pumping. 8%. Cybertruck.
Yeah, listen, man. We'll keep you on sheep in our prayers, brother. You know, I'm just gonna keep buying my Bitcoin.
As always, yo, if you have not liked and subscribed to the Gentlemen of Crypto, do it now. And of course, Stack, check us out. Stackfin. You know, all these centralized institutions.
No, centralized
That's what
platforms.
we do. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a spectacular Monday. Brazen out.
00.